Happy Friday, Coaster people. It is actually Friday today. And as you can tell from my Aristocat shirt, we are having our full EPCOT day today. Now, we did sleep in. It is like 7:45. I feel like this is deja vu because I said the same thing yesterday. We're gonna have a great day. Park hours are 9 to 9. Early entry starts at 8:30, but we're not too worried about early entry. We might get a Remy's just because we're right by the Skyliner and just see what we get into. Now, I'm one of those people that are like, you know, you could rope drop or you could do lightning lane, and you don't have to do both. We have great lightning lanes set up for the day. We might look and see about a Guardian single pass just so we don't have to wait in that big line at some point in the day. But yeah, we are heading over to Primo Piatto again since we are so close, and I'm going to get those blueberry lemon pancakes today. Now, yesterday I ordered blueberry lemon pancakes, but I got waffles. But honestly, when I opened the box, I was like, waffles. So I just ate the waffles. But today's pancake day. So let's get over there, have some blueberry pancakes. OOTD time. So I got these from the Disney outlet. Regular jewelry that I always have, Little Words Project, my magic band, all that sort of stuff. Shirt is from Kohl's, but you can find it just about anywhere in this similar design. And then I got these shorts from Sierra, and then my usual shoes, Riviera Loungefly. So let's get headed to Primo Piatto and then to EPCOT. This is a cute bunny.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Riviera Resort. If you're just joining us, we are on our way to EPCOT.
So I just want to talk a little bit more about my resort stay, some of the pros, some of the cons. Now this morning, our neighbor popped out of his room and said, "I am so sorry if you heard our toddlers screaming." And we did not. Like, they are the room literally right next door and we could not hear a screaming child. So that is a big plus. Now, last night we did find out one of the kind of cons, and that's that we're the last stop usually. She's interrupting me. Hold on. Anyways, we're the last stop, and there was standing room only. It took about 20 minutes for the bus to get there because it was kind of an off-peak time. So that's just something to keep in mind, that there are, I believe, 6 bus stops around our resort, including Old Port Royale. We have ended up using a lot of the Riviera's amenities just because we're that close to it. It's really nice to be that close to the Riviera because people pay a lot of money to stay there, like twice as much at least. And it is so much more affordable to stay in the Aruba section and use the Riviera's amenities, and it's basically like you're staying at the Riviera. That said, I did stay at the Riviera in February because of DVC rental, and it was really awesome. I spent one night in the Tower Studio, so if you've ever considered staying in one of those cute little rooms, then be sure to go back and check out my room tour from that series. Anyways, we're about to round the corner and head to EPCOT. Time to visit our favorite rat. No.
copies of some of these books in the libraries of the Middle East, being watched over by Arab and Jewish scholars. And the result has been a possible explosion of innovation we call the Renaissance.
If you are just joining us, we are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney's Pop Century Resort, and Disney's Art of Animation Resort.
This looks so good for quick service. Alright, I just went over and got something to drink, and we are going to go chill in the room for a bit. I will say that whenever I said this place being really spread out was not that big of a deal to me was like 3 days ago when I had fresher feet, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, blisters occurring. I just feel exhausted, and we've got one more full day, so we're probably gonna take a longer break. We might even not go back to the parks today, but I'll keep you guys updated. We mainly want to make sure that we're still having fun and having some rest on this vacation, because whenever you go to Disney World, that's what it is, a vacation. We had a great morning in EPCOT. It got to be about 90 degrees though, and we were like, oh, we'll go back to the resort, do quick service, yada yada. Ended up getting some really fantastic food. I thought the food was awesome. Internal resort shuttle took a little while, but that's fine. So I'm gonna go get rested up, and then I'll catch back up with you later. Well, I'm back, coaster people. The time is now a little bit before 6. We had a nice little nap, chill. I finished my Tara DeWitt book that I had been reading since the plane, just kind of off and on. And now we are headed to Hollywood Studios because Andrew mentioned that he really wanted to get some more popcorn today in the popcorn bucket. And I fiddle-faddled with the lightning lanes until I could snag us a Tower of Terror for right now. So if you don't already know this, in the Walt Disney World app where you go for lightning lanes, you can actually pin an experience to the top. So then when you're trying to swipe and refresh, it makes it a little bit easier. So that's how I managed to secure something really late in the day and a really popular attraction. Right now, the wait time is over an hour because it is that opening day of VI pass holders, and everyone was getting their magnet next door at EPCOT. And it seems like a lot of people have transitioned to Hollywood Studios. So that is just a way that I like to get lightning lanes refreshed, really easily be able to get some popular attractions at the end of the day. So without further ado, I'm gonna grab that popcorn bucket and our other stuff, and we are going to head over to Hollywood Studios. So the plan from here, I think, is Tower of Terror, popcorn, and then tonight we are going to be checking out Topolino's Terrace, which I actually haven't done, even though I've stayed at the Riviera. So I'm really excited for that, and I am so happy to be taking you all along with me. They have some really interesting, inspired dishes, as well as just like some traditional Italian favorites. So I will be bringing you along with me. I'll give you a little food review. By the way, that food at Centertown Market in Caribbean Beach was fantastic. Chef's kiss. But anyways, let's get back to the parks.
Ladies, gentlemen, and islanders of all ages, welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
I am about to wave to my adoring fans. Oh my gosh, golden hour is so pretty behind me. Anyways, we're gonna change plans just a little bit because we ended up staying at Hollywood Studios longer than expected. Their car's over there, by the way. Anyways, we stayed there a little bit longer than expected, and she's interrupting me. Hold on. So anyways, like I was saying, we got a Tower of Terror really late in the day, but I also got a Mickey and Minnie's for like 9 o'clock. Hit refresh over, and then got one immediately for when we got off Tower of Terror. So we got our popcorn and we got 2 rides in, and I found a pin that I really wanted. I'm collecting the Villains bowling pins that you see a lot of different places. So that's been fun. Well, coaster people, we did it together. We survived our next to last day at EPCOT. I will say, I'm not usually the type that's huge on nighttime spectaculars. We did Fantasmic last night, and it was just great. But truthfully, if it's up to me, I'm not usually the type that stays out to see the fireworks, anything like that. Fireworks are kind of loud to me anyways, and it's just not really my preference, so I decided we'd skip the nighttime show, and we decided to go to Bar Riva instead of Topolino's Terrace just because of the timing of it, and it was really yummy, very reasonably priced, I think. Really tasty drink. I got the Sunset Margarita, and then I got the Greek salad, Andrew got the burger, and we both thought they were fantastic meals. And I still have plenty of Greek salad left over from the day because honestly, when you are really hot in the parks, it's run like 90 degrees the whole day, you don't want to finish an entire salad to yourself. At least I don't. So anyways, saving that for tomorrow. And tomorrow is our last day in the parks, unfortunately, but fortunately, because I'm ready to get home and see my cat and squish him so much like a little stuffed animal. So be sure to join me next Friday when we check out a full day of Magic Kingdom. We're probably going to have a nice midday break like we have been the last few days. I think the midday break is wonderful, essential, and it helps you get through the rest of your trip just peachy. So join us and we'll see what we get into. I know that we do have a couple of really awesome reservations at Crystal Palace to meet Pooh and his friends at breakfast and have some of those yummy churro Mickey waffles, as well as Beacon Barrel in the afternoon. So we'll see what else we get into. Got a few lightning lanes booked. Definitely gonna get on Tiana's and Pirates. And then we'll see what all else. Hopefully, Big Thunder Mountain opens one day early and we're able to ride it. If not, no big deal. We'll be back in the future, but I would just love that so much. So stick around. We'll see what happens with that. And I am so excited to bring you all along with me. Thank you for watching, Coaster People, and I will see you next Friday. Bye!